Hello everyone, and welcome to another installment of Erin's Riding Journal. A lot has happened since I last did an entry, but I end up getting to the barn or getting home too late and too tired to do an entry. Wednesday, I rode Athena after work, and I had been fretting and worrying about doing lead changes from like the morning of Wednesday. So when I finally got to the barn, I had worked myself up so much that I thought, you know what, I'm just going to work on transitions today and other stuff today. I'm not going to worry about anything else. And near the end of it, she was being so very good. So then near the end of it, I thought, well, I'll try a transition. We'll see what happens. So I tried a flying change. We'll see what happens. I've tried a flying change in both directions, and she did them with absolutely no buck, and it was wonderful. I was so happy and so ecstatic. So then, maybe that was Thursday. I think that was Thursday. Yeah, because Wednesday I didn't go up because it was training. So then Friday I went up thinking, well, I'm pretty tired. It's been a long week. I'll just not do anything with Athena. I won't ride. I brought my riding gear with me because you're going to the barn, right? Got there, found out that everybody was gone, and Alyssa and Marla needed me to ride one of the horses before the show on Saturday. And this was Highland. I've ridden Highland once before, but after all the hullabaloo about the saddle and everything else, I just didn't want to ride any horses ever again. My confidence was gone, which little of it that I had. So I said I would do it because they needed me, and I did it, and it felt awkward and messed up. But luckily, Alyssa was videotaping it, and she showed it to me, and it's not as bad as it looks. And I was actually able to get the horse to do what I wanted to do and still look good. So it was really something else. It was really neat. And then today I put the dressage saddle on, first time in forever. And tomorrow I won't be able to do it because tomorrow I'm helping Marla at a show, and I don't want to do both. I figured beginning of the week off after the show, I'll let her have it easy. So what I worked on today with the dressage saddle, and it was weird because I had to get used to riding in the dressage saddle and the elevator. She looked wonderful by the time I was done, but it was weird to get used to. So I did exercise 36 of 101 dressage exercises, the leg flippers. And I rode this thinking that I had already really done it once and I didn't need to put too much effort into it. Boy, was I wrong. So here's what the gist of it is. How do I ride this? Number 1, moving at a walk, drop your stirrup irons and fully straighten your knees. Open both legs out as far as both legs out from the sides of your horse as far as you can. Lift your legs from your hips straight out to the sides with a minimal bend in your knees. Try to lift not only your lower leg but your thigh too. Open your legs as wide as possible and hold for a count of 2 before closing them softly against your horse's side. Repeat the exercise in a steady rhythm. Open, close, as long as you can. Keep in mind, do some walk work without irons to loosen your hips and prepare the leg stretches action for this exercise. It is ideal if you can ride this on a lunge line. If you begin to tip forward in the saddle or rock back, hold the pommel for stability. This exercise is a lot harder than it looked, and I found that I was bending my knees because I found it very hard to open and close them with straight knees. I did eventually do the exercise, and I feel that I am able to move on to the next one, which is leg flippers B, which I think is one at a time. So I might warm up with the leg flippers A. But boy, it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. So it was an enjoyable ride. I ended up getting Athena to do what I wanted in the end. It was hot though, so she wasn't as on for me as she has been. But yeah, it was an enjoyable ride, and tomorrow I'll let her have the day off, and I got a lesson on Monday night. So I'll let you guys know when I do my next journal entry how it went. Thanks, guys.